Self-management is one of the second factors out of all the 5 factors that determines how good you are at your emotional intelligence. By actively focusing on your self-management skills, you can improve or enhance your day-to-day activities. Namaste and welcome to this video. My name is Kaushik Chaki and this is my second video on how to improve your emotional intelligence by developing various different skills. My previous video was on self-awareness and this video would be on self-management. So I'm going to give you some 8 different tips on how you can quickly improve your self-management skills. So let's start quickly with tip number 1. Tip number 1 would be discover and focus on your strengths. Being excellent in 1 or 2 things is way better than being average in 10 different things. So determine the things that you are good at and maximize your abilities in these areas. Understanding your strengths helps you create your career path in a way that helps you the most with your hard skills. Now, when I'm talking about hard skills can be your technical skills that are coding, technical writing, graphic designing, even customer service. These are the hard skills. So, if you understand your strengths properly, if you can discover and focus properly on your strengths, then you can actually focus on the right career path. You can choose the right options for you. Right? So that is the reason you need to focus well and discover the right strengths in you. Now, let's go for the tip number 2. Tip number 2 would be prioritize your tasks and responsibilities. Now, may it be home or may it be your office, we do have a lot of tasks and responsibilities, right? And the thing is, we have to do all of them. We cannot escape from any one of them. But what I can suggest you is first prioritize on the things that are most important, most critical responsibilities or tasks. Then you complete those tasks first and then you can shift your attention to the tasks which are not important, right? So first complete the tasks on priority or complete the tasks which are critical and then shift yourself, right? So that is a suggestion I would give you here. Now, tip number 3 would be organize yourself. My suggestion would be find effective methods that can help manage your time. Organize your daily activities and keep important things in the right places where you can quickly find them. Now, these activities would include either using an agenda book or your diary or your calendar. That would be an old school, which actually works. I have seen big leaders using these diaries and agenda books till date, right? Or else you can go with the technology, that is you can use apps, mobile apps. I use one of them, that is task.com. I'll be sharing a link in my description. It is not a paid promotion or anything. It's just something that I really like using it. So I'll share it with you. The other source would be way much easier. That is using calendar on Outlook or on Google. So if you're working in an organization and you have your own Outlook setup, you can use your calendars, right, in Outlook. Other than that, that would be Google. So it's very easy. You just need to do one thing. You just need to press the mic on Google and you just need to say something, right? Okay, Google, remind me to go to gym tomorrow at 10 a.m., right? And Google will just ask a confirmation and you just say yes. It's that easy. Right? So you can go for that as well. But the main point here is start organizing yourself. That is the most important thing. So tip number 4 would be create strict deadlines. Now, I'm asking you to create deadlines for yourself. Deadlines for your own project, your own tasks, right? For each and every process of your task or project, you need to create a deadline. Now, why I'm asking that? It is difficult to fool ourselves, right? We can fool others though, but it is very difficult for fooling ourselves. So what happens is, if you create a deadline for each and every process of your task or your project, you're maintaining a schedule for yourself. And you are the person responsible if you complete your task before the deadline or if you miss the deadline, right? So that's the reason I would request you to create a deadline for yourself for each and every project and each and every task. Next tip that I would be giving you is tip number 5, that is avoid multitasking. right? Multitasking, a lot of people say that there is nothing called as multitasking. The only thing a person can do is shift their task from one task to another, but there's nothing like multitasking. So what I would suggest here is, first thing is, when you start a project or start a task, try to complete it and then go for the second task. If it is an urgent requirement, then what you can do is, first you stop the task that you are already doing and write a note around it, or create a note on the completion of the task. That is, till what time or till what process have you completed this task. Why I'm asking you to do that is because when you come back to the task, that time it becomes easy for you to start the task right from where you had paused it, right? So that's the reason I would suggest you this thing. So no multitasking, you can shift your task. So next tip would be tip number 6, that is practice empathy. Think clearly and objectively, right? Also empathize with other people so that you can effectively help them, right? So what happens is, in an organization, if someone is stuck, specifically your colleague, right? Colleague who admires your work or gets inspired by you would always come to you when they're stuck. So what happens is, when a person comes to you to take help, if you properly understand the issue of that person, you can quickly help them or quickly guide them to the right thing, right? Or you can suggest them the right solutions. If you do not empathize with them, then it will take a lot of time for you to understand the problem the person is facing and also understand his or her ability to solve the issue. So what happens is, if you know the problem, if you understand the person's ability, it's very easy and it will take less amount of time for you to give the right solution to the person, right? So that means you would spend less time in your distractions and more time in your critical tasks, right? So that's the reason empathizing is also important, so you can practice empathy. Tip number 7 would be focus on your health and wellness. Now, when I'm talking about focusing on your health and wellness, what are the things that you need to focus on are, number 1, on a proper diet, regular exercise, your stress levels, and your personal hygiene. So sometimes take short breaks to clear and stretch your mind. Keep healthy snacks at workplace and also look for opportunities where you can do quick physical activities such as a quick walk in your lunch hours, right? So these are the ways where you can ensure you're focusing on your health and wellness. And the final tip, that is tip number 8, would be evaluate your progress. So this one is related to my previous video on self-awareness. Again, both of these videos are related to emotional intelligence, right? So you can just quickly go and watch that video as well, right? So in that, I have mentioned that how to take right feedback for your evaluation of self-awareness, right? So what you need to do here is set your vision, mission and goals, right? And after setting your mission and goals, ensure that what are the things that you need to focus on your self-development. So once you have set all these things, you connect with your external sources of self-awareness. That is people who you connect with, right? And on a regular basis, keep asking them. If you have a mentor, if you have a colleague, your manager, keep on asking them on what are the things that needs to change for you to reach your goals, right? What are the abilities that you are doing well and what are the abilities you need to focus on so that you can improve yourself. So this would also improve you getting a well-rounded appraisal. So try these things out and use a feedback system to improve your self-management. So that's all for this video. I hope you use these tips and improve your self-awareness. That again would enhance your emotional intelligence. So thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have still not subscribed, like my video, and also most importantly, share this video with people who would benefit from this. This is Kaushik Chaki signing out.